Hi, for the love of crochet. I just wanted to share some finished objects with you, and I need to get more organized in my crocheting because if you're like me and you have quite a few of unfinished projects and then you get inspired to start something new and then you start something new and then you forget about that project that you started and you didn't finish because you got inspired. So to help me stay accountable and maybe something this might help you is I purchased this book, and it is my crochet project journal, and it's really beautiful. It has a lot of space for you to even create, for you to put a picture, ideas, what yarn labels you used, hooks you used, put any information you might need, because if you're like me, when you put something down and then you forget everything, what stitch was this? And you have to kind of like unravel it, or you don't remember what hook you used, because there is a difference between hooks. If I buy a 5 and a metal hook and a 5 and a wooden hook and a plastic hook, they seem to differentiate just a slight bit, or maybe it's your grip on them that makes it just a little bit different. Anyway, so I bought this book to help me stay accountable, and I've already started putting what I'm going to create and, you know, maybe an expected end so that I can keep track. So I'm really hoping this helps. Also, as for a finished object, I, for the first time, started creating some amigurumi. And this here is my little cheetah. She's quite cute. I'm not so good at creating the face or the little details of striping, but practice makes perfect. And she's been well loved by my little one. So she's getting tugged on and played with, and she's super cute. And it kind of, you know, you get to make this little dress. So here is my little cheetah. And this pattern came from a book. Let's see if I can grab it here. Pica, Animal Friends of Pica, and Les Petites Saint Crochet, or Les Petites Saint Amigurumi. I'm not sure of her name or her. I know it's Les Petites Saint, and I'm not sure if it's Amigurumi or what her channel name is at the end. Sorry, I'll link it below. But she made me fall in love with this amigurumi book because she makes the most beautiful amigurumi projects, and her channel is done very well. I really appreciate her style and her input and everything that she's creating and how she outlines everything. So she made me fall in love with this, and that is where I got this little cheetah pattern. My little one wanted a cheetah. And so, yes, this is super sweet. It is I really wanted to make this one because of his little poncho. It has lots of sweet projects to make. Let's see if I can find the full page. And I was afraid to try amigurumi, and I also am new to reading patterns. So here is the page of all the characters. I've also created the bat, I believe, on this book. Yes, this one. I didn't make his scarf, and that one also is very well loved, and it's a finished object. And my little one has been just toting this around, and this one said it was the easiest. I don't think so. It has like stars or check marks for difficulty, and this was not easy. It was not easy at all because there's so many pieces to put together. So you have this piece and this piece, and you got to connect the wing to these two pieces, then connect it to here, and it was not easy. And again, I'm still new to amigurumi and reading patterns, but you know, I'm tackling it because I feel hindered because I was doing all of my crochet projects based on tutorials that I found on YouTube. And so I really wanted to learn because I felt if I wanted something, I had to try and find it. And so crochet projects, reading patterns just became something I needed to do. And so that is this little Batty. So those are my 2 finished objects from this book. And it is a great beginner. I was able to read it just fine. And you're gonna make mistakes, but that's all part of the learning process, and then you get better and better. So yeah, this is my first 2 finished objects from this book. I can't wait to make more, but I got to stay consistent with all my previous projects now. Because see, I get inspired by starting something new like that, and then I forget about my old ones. Let's see if there's any other finished projects. Nope, that was it. So on to my whips, my current works in progress. And we'll start with the oldest. And the oldest means I forgot the stitch. Now this is a gorgeous yarn, but it's a seasonal yarn. And this is going to be for my husband. He wanted one for the back of this couch. And these are the colors that he loves. And they came out really pretty. I don't think the camera is picking up the colors just as beautiful as they are in person. And yeah, I know it's a simple stitch, but I already forgot. And he's like, where's my blanket? Where's my finished project? Because I've made one for all of my children. So I have to finish this. So I bought 1 roll. There was 1 roll. So I'm going to edge it and be done so I can move on. It is such a beautiful, gosh, what is that? It's Red Heart. It's a Red Heart variegated yarn, and it's one of those ones that I've found that it can rip easy. If you pull it hard enough, it will rip apart. Landscape? I'm not sure. I'll link it. But yeah, so that is one, and it's such beautiful colors, and yeah, I gotta finish that one. The other works in progress, project number 2. This one is going to take me a while. Now, Mosaic Crochet is one of the patterns that I find the easiest to understand because it's a pattern. And it's a graph that you can easily follow. And it's a single stitch. There's no changes in stitches. It's just front post crochet, double crochet, or a single crochet. And they're always in the back loop, except for at the beginning and the end. So it's so easy. And one of the best ones out there, and there is another one, and I'll do another YouTube video of my favorite Mosaic Crochet people on YouTube that you could follow and get great patterns. But this is called Casablanca, and this is by Tinna. It's spelled Tinna, and to spell her last name would be crazy. She is not from here, and she creates these beautiful patterns, and she has about 20 of them, and they're very unique and very cool. This project is going to be a gift for one of my sons who when I first started crochet, we start making blankets for all the people we love, right? Or projects or hats or mittens or whatever. And so I had made a blanket for him, and I noticed that it's in a lot of his bedroom pictures. However, I asked him how it's holding up, and he said it's got some holes in it, but it's fine. It works great. So this is to replace that. and it shouldn't get holy because the other one was my beginning project, and I used the famous old granny square. You can never go wrong with a granny square, and it teaches you a lot of skills, but this is just gorgeous. And I'm only using 2 colors. They are from Hobby Lobby, and I had to take the tags off to put them in these little yarn cake holders. And I know this one is called Nutmeg, and this one is called Sea Breeze. I don't remember. If I find it, I will link it. But these are the only 2 colors I'm using. So my main color is the blue, and the variegated yarn is the one that's doing all the design work. And it's gorgeous. I love it. Now the back of a Mosaic Crochet, there's no picture. So it's a one side only. But you can kind of see a design, but it is stripy. So yeah. That is going to be a long work in progress. I don't anticipate finishing this until December probably. So hopefully it'll be done so I can hand it to him when he visits in Christmas. And then my other work in progress is, how many of you are familiar with this scrubby yarn that you can get at Joann's, Michael's, and Hobby Lobby? These 2 are the Scrubby Sparkle are sold at Michael's and Joann's, and Hobby Lobby has their own brand, but it's the same type of texture. It's a different name. And I am going to be making about, I've misplaced it. Oh, here we are. I'm going to be making 30 sponges. And with those sponges, you're going to see all my little yarn. I don't have any finished ones to show you yet. See that? It's a little flower. So I am going to be making 2 of these, and they can be, you can get as creative as you'd like. They have all different colors. However, I just brought up the purple and orange to show you, but I have all kinds of colors. And so this is the flower, and here's another one. And so what I'm going to do is I make 2 of these, and of course after I clean it up, I put them together and I do a single crochet around to put them together. And this is a sponge for your kitchen, to clean your tub, counters, clean your stove, whatever you'd like. It's very, you know how sponges, they just collect so much junk in them, and I don't like the way they get slimy afterwards and the way they smell. These don't get smelly because there's no cotton or fabric. It's all this scrubby stuff. What is this made out of? What is it called? I know some people said they like taking it in the shower as part of their exfoliating. However, what is this made out of? Polyester. It's called it's 100% polyester. However, the feel of this is so scrubby, and nothing's gonna get stuck in here or caught in here, or there's less chances of it than with some sponge. So that is a sponge I'm gonna make. I got an order for 30 of those. So I have my progressive line where I start creating all these little parts. Then I make all these little parts. So right now I'm at the point where I've created all of it. Now I'm just stacking them at which ones are going to go together, and then the final part. So those are great little gifts. Everyone I take them to enjoys them. They say they're great. So I really like them. I never buy sponges anymore. So that is another project. My last project, and I don't know if I'm just going to sit on this one. It's by Eclair Makery, and I'll link her channel or link her website. She does have a YouTube channel, and she has tons of color work projects. Let me see, I have a print out, and it is free. She's doing a crochet along. And you could just see my mess. So here's one of a pumpkin, and this is a corner to corner blanket, and it is going to be gorgeous. I'm sorry, if I can, I will try to insert a picture, but I am new to creating channel, so I don't know how I'll do that yet, but I will link her stuff below. And she is doing a make along, and it is this fall project. So here's a leaf, and this is one of the squares to corner, and what you're going to do is she has a pumpkin, a leaf, a bowl of apples, I believe, is another corner to corner. And there's also this big truck. The middle portion is going to have a big red curvy pickup truck that you see in all the stores with a back full of pumpkins overflowing in the back of a truck. And it's this old looking trucks, and it looks beautiful. And that's the biggest portion of the blanket. And then they have all these little ones framing at the top and the bottom of that big one. However, corner to corner is easy to make. I get stuck on the corners. I can't figure it out. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So I had made that leaf. I mean, can you see all my scribbles? I am just struggling so much with, I ended up getting the square. However, I had 2 white rows on both sides. And as you can see, there's only supposed to be 1. And it's going to mess me up for the whole piece. So I couldn't fix it. And so I said, okay, I did it at least 7 times. I've tried it 7 times and I can't get it. And then I'm like, okay, let me try the pumpkin. So I tried the pumpkin, same problem. I know I'm messing up on the corners where, you know, you're supposed to start taking it down a notch or not expanding anymore. And you can see I did, and I'm trying, but I'm not ending up with the right amount of squares as I continue, or I'm off a square where there should be a green or an orange one. I'm completely off, so it's all half off. And that was my problem with the leaf. So I don't know, I'm getting stuck. And so since I was getting so frustrated, I just put it down. However, I also bought the pattern rather than trying to read it on there or print this. I just bought it so that I could, because she lists it out rather than following the graph. Maybe if I'm following directions rather than looking at the picture, maybe that'll click for me. But for now, I put it down because I was just racking my brain with that. And here is, here's my other, you can't see it, but I started running out of ink, but there's my Casablanca graph, and this is easy to follow. Because again, you just start and you go across. Mosaic crochet is not hard, and especially if someone's already put together a graph for you, it's a piece of cake. But it is time consuming, and yeah, but it's so easy. And you do have to pay attention to which is which. So it is something you can watch a movie with, but you can mess up easily too. But what's easy is you will know immediately with the next row if you've messed up. And so you're only taking 1 row off. So you're not going to mess up so bad that you can't. You have to frog something way back when. I've done that before. Okay, so those are my works in progress. So I hope that you continue watching with me, and I will continue to show all kinds of goodies. I will link as much as I can below, and talk to me. What are you working on? See you soon. Bye.